Hey YouTube, Scoutmaster here. Just want to give you an update. I know it's been a while. So I am going to be hiking the Benton Mackaye trail starting actually on Friday. Today is Wednesday. Actually driving up to the northern part of it, which is the northern end of the Smokies. And we will start there. It's myself and two other individuals. One guy's going to do the Smokies with us. The other gentleman, one of my assistant scoutmasters, is going to do the whole thing with me. So we're gonna do all 290 miles, finish up on Springer Mountain, and probably do the approach trail back down Springer Mountain to the to Amicalola. So all in all, it'll be roughly 300 miles. We're gonna take the next 20 days to do it, hopefully. Our goal is to finish the day before Thanksgiving. So that's the plan. So we leave tomorrow to head up to the Smokies, and we will start on Friday the 5th. So my plan is to get some video along the trail and post those videos. I can't promise I'll be able to post them on a daily basis or as we're doing it, but definitely by the time I'm done with the whole thing, I'll put the videos up of the hike. So what I wanted to do real quick is just kind of show you the gear I'm taking. A lot of the stuff I'm taking is pretty much the stuff I took on the Appalachian Trail, but I have kind of changed some gear out, improved some things, so I'll go over that, and this way you'll have an idea of what I'm carrying. I think my total pack weight will be about 25 pounds. That's with 7 days of food and a liter or so of water. Base weight's probably around 13 pounds. So that's what we're looking at for base weight and gear that we're taking. The plan is we're gonna start in the Smokies because you do need a permit to hike the Smokies, and you can tell them what campsites you're staying at. So we're kind of limited a little bit there. So the first week, all three of us will be in the Smokies. We plan to take about 6.5 days to get through the Smokies. It's about 95, 96 miles. And then after that, the one gentleman, he'll depart, and then me and my assistant scoutmaster will finish up the next 200 or so miles. All right, here we are. There's all my stuff laid out on the bed, so I'm gonna go through everything real quick just to let you know what I'm taking. First of all, let's just start down in this corner. We have, obviously, that's my toiletry kit, toothpaste, toothbrush, Dr. Bronner soap, actually some cool deodorant, dental floss, stuff like that, and a little microfiber towel. That's my toiletry kit. Here's my first aid kit, KT tape, some ibuprofen, stuff like that, tweezers, nail clippers, that kind of thing. Here we've got a Swiss Army knife, the little pen knife. That's all I take for a knife. It's got tweezers, got a toothpick, got scissors, everything I need. This is my flashlight. Okay, so that's what I use. I don't use a headlamp. Got that. We have over here, these are trash compactor bags. I got 2 or 3 of them. I will line the inside of my backpack with one, put everything in it, so that keeps it dry, so I don't have to worry about putting a rain cover over my pack. So I'll use that. I also got an extra one to kind of cover my pack with if I'm hanging my pack at night. And then just a spare one that I'll use for other purposes. Here's my my poop kit, toilet paper, ace of spades, and I do have, you see, an old water bottle in there because I've got this portable bidet that I'm gonna try out. See how that works, and then of course hand sanitizer. So that's my poop kit. Here we got electronics bag. We got some AirPods or ear pods, whatever they're called. Those are my reading glasses. I got battery packs, chargers or charging cables, and a little wall socket, and that goes inside this Cuban fiber bag, so that stays dry. We've got over here, this kind of goes into my spare clothing. Right now I got them in Ziploc bags. I'll probably pack them like that because I can use the Ziploc bags for other things. They probably won't wind up staying in Ziploc bags because everything will go inside the pack inside compactor bags. So that should keep it dry. That gives me some extra. You can never have too many Ziploc bags. This right here is a base layer, top and bottom, Smartwool base layer, 150 merino wool base layer. I've got a couple extra pairs of Darn Tough socks. I've got 2 pairs of ex officio underwear. Over here, I've got another t-shirt and pair of running shorts. So that's like my second set of clothing. So if the clothing I'm wearing gets totally soaked and it's cold and I need to change into dry clothing at night, I got an extra pair of shorts, t-shirt to do that. So that's basically my spare clothing that I'll take. Over here, I've got a CNOC 2-liter bladder. This will just be carried and used in case I need extra water at camp or I need to carry extra water. I've got that to do that. But basically, I've got a 1-liter Be-Free water filter, and I will carry 2 Smart Water type bottles, and I usually keep one for like a electrolyte drink and one for water. But this is what I'll use to filter with. So that'll give me, like I said, I'll have at least 1 bottle. I might just drink right out of this for the water and then use 1 bottle for electrolyte drink. So my Garmin Inreach, I'll be having that so that I can track my trip, and also it's got the SOS on it. I use that on my AT Thru-Hike. Here we've got, this is a map of the Smokies, which we'll need the first week. And then it's also got in the back my permit for the Smokies, and then there's also a small guidebook in there for the Benton Mackaye Trail. That'll come with me also. Here, 1 trekking pole. I don't carry 2 anymore. I just go with 1. So that's 1 trekking pole. And one thing, I carried it the whole way on the AT. It's a leg roller. I probably will take this also. It's about 12 ounces, so it's a little heavy, but I did use it every single day on the Appalachian Trail. Rolled out my legs every night. I like doing that. I think recovery is important, and so that's kind of my luxury item for packing. Up here, I've got obviously a canister of fuel. This is my cook pot. It's just I think it's a 450 milliliter Tokes cook pot. And inside it, I've got a little rag, and then I have my BRS stove is in there with a lighter. So I just use that to boil some water. And then there's my titanium spoon that I use, long-handled spoon. All the food I'm doing, ramen is really all I'm really doing that night, ramen with chicken. And I've got the ramen in Ziploc bags, so I'll just pour the hot water in there and cook and eat right out of the Ziploc bags. Okay, over here, this is kind of my sleep system. So what we've got here is, this is the Z-Packs Hexamid tarp with doors. So it only weighs like 6.2 ounces, got the steaks in there, and fits in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. So this whole thing is probably about 8 ounces with the steaks, 8 or 9 ounces. So that's what I'm gonna actually be sleeping in. I'm not using a tent. It's winter time, so I don't have to worry about bugs. It doesn't have a floor. What I use is my Tyvek for my floor covering. So I lay that down, set up the tarp, and then I use my Thermarest Sleeping Pad. This is what I used on the AT. The one on the AT eventually got enough holes in it. I sent it back to them. They sent me a brand new pad free of charge. So this is a $160 pad. Thermarest just gave me a brand new one because I had essentially wore out the old one. So that's a good thing about Thermarest. And then they also give you the pump sack with it so that you can, because this thing takes like 30 breaths to blow up, but if you use the pump sack, it's so much easier. And then here, this is the Cocoon pillow, inflatable pillow. Same, this is the one I used on the AT. It's still going strong. I'm gonna use that again. This is actually the same Tyvek that I used on the AT. You can see it's kind of worn down and everything, but I'm gonna use it again. And as far as my quilt, there is my quilt, my Enlightened Equipment 0 degree Enigma quilt. This is the one I used on the AT. It's still going strong, still in good shape. So I'm gonna take it and use it. Also at night, I will also, if it's cold, I've got my Made in China down booties. These are the ones I used on the AT. I paid like 20 bucks for these things. I bought them off Amazon. And, you know, I don't know what kind of feathers there are in them, but for 20 bucks, you can't go wrong. Keeps your feet extra warm at night when you have cold temperatures. So now let's go into the actual hiking clothing and the stuff that I'll be wearing. Starting with my feet. Obviously, a pair of darn tough socks. These are the long ones, so they kind of help keep my legs warm a little bit because I will be hiking in shorts. If I need to put my base layer on, I will. But basically, I'm not using zip-off pants or anything. I'm just using running shorts. These are North Face. And then I've got gaiters to use. This is a Smartwool t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt. I'll have that. And I can also use the base layer long sleeve if I need to. Pair of ex officio underwear. So you put the underwear, the shorts, the socks, gaiters, shirt. If it's kind of cool out, what I can do is, this is a Patagonia R1. This color, it's really bright. It's called chartreuse. So it's got the hood and everything. So obviously you'll be able to see me from miles away wearing this thing. But I've had it about a year now. Really love it. You can hike in it. So between that, this, you know, maybe base layer pants, I should be good to go hiking during the day. I also got this is my Smartwool beanie. It's reversible, gray and blue. This is the one I wore on the AT, so that'll come with me. I did. Obviously, my jacket, my puffy jacket I had on the AT, it finally, you know, lost most of its feathers, so it died a good death. So I went ahead and purchased, this is the Enlightened Equipment Tour jacket. It's a synthetic. It's not real feathers, it's synthetic. It's got the hood. I love this jacket. So I really like that jacket. So that'll be my puffy jacket that I wear. And I've got a pair, obviously, these are allegedly waterproof gloves. I haven't had a chance to really use them. I've had them for 2 years now, but I haven't had a situation where I've had to really test them. So we're gonna take those, see how they do. And then there is Outdoor Research Helium 2 rain jacket. I had a black one on the AT, wound up losing it. I don't know what I did with it, so here's just another one I've got. So that'll be the jacket I use, rain jacket I use. And then finally, these are the shoes I'm gonna wear. You know, on the AT, I wore the Salomon Speed Cross 4 pretty much the whole way. Went through several pairs of those. They did great. I got 0 blisters. The only issue with them is they're kind of narrow in the toe. They're very narrow. I've worn some Ultras since then. Love the Ultras. But I had bought these about a year ago. I maybe put about 50 miles on them. They're Solomons. They're called Wild Cross. So they're like the Speed Cross. They're just wider in the toe box. And so these, like I said, have 50-ish miles on them. So the Benton Mackaye is about 290 miles. So I'm just going to go ahead and wear these. They're comfortable. I like them. I do like Ultras. But right now, I don't have a pair of Ultras that aren't kind of tore up. So I'm going to go ahead and use these. I do like, since it's winter time, they're a little bit tougher than the Ultras and they last a little bit longer. I can get more miles out of these than I would the Ultras. The Ultras are super comfortable, but they do wear out quicker. So I'm going with the Solomons. They served me well on the AT, so I'm kind of loyal a little bit to Solomon. So that's basically the gear I've got, and we're gonna stick it in. I'll stick it all in the pack, and let me show you the pack I'm using. So I'm gonna be using the Osprey Levity 45 liter. This is their ultralight pack. Essentially, I took my Exos 58 liter that I had from the AT. I sent it back to Osprey to see if they could repair some of the holes and everything I had in it. I probably put an extra few hundred miles on it after the AT. They took one look at the pack and said, no, we can't fix it. We'll just give you a brand new pack, because they do have that lifetime warranty. They will repair or replace any pack that's theirs. So they told me to pick a new Osprey Exos. I told them, I said, well, can I pay extra and get the Levity? I want to try it out. And they said, well, we can't have you pay any extra, but we will give you a Levity for free. So they sent me a brand new $250 Levity for free. So this will be the first hike I take with it. I'm looking forward to it. You know, Osprey, they really carry the weight well. I do have a Atom pack, which is a 40 liter, but it's kind of a frameless type pack. And due to the fact we're starting in the Smokies and we got 7 days to do in the Smokies and 7 days of food to carry, I want a little bit bigger pack, winter gear, lots of food. So I wanted to go with the 45 liter, a little bit bigger, so I'd have that room. So that's what I'm going with. And as you can see, I've got my, obviously, hand sanitizer, and this is just an REI, like a little pack towel. So that's just to kind of wipe sweat and whatnot. But that'll be the pack I'm using, so I'll let you know how this pack performs. It seems to carry the weight really well. And finally, this is my food bag. So this is a Hilltop pack food bag. They do custom printing where you can send them a picture and they'll print it on the bag. So I sent them a picture so that no one mistakes their food bag for mine. And this is 7 days of food right there to get me through the Smokies. So probably weighs about 10 pounds. So all in all this gear, probably with food and water, my pack weight will probably be somewhere around 25 pounds. So I probably got about 12 pounds. I think my base weight was right around 13. So I'm happy with that for a winter base weight. And that's what I'll be taking on the BMT. So that's the gear I'm taking. We're going to be going up tomorrow. We're going to be staying at Standing Bear Farm tomorrow night. We'll stay in the hostel there in the bunkhouse. And then we'll head out on Friday morning. And I might get some video tomorrow night of the hostel. Try to do a video from there. But definitely on Friday, we'll definitely have day one of the Benton Mackaye Trail.